Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, this video about the course media and ICT learning media. Now, let me introduce myself. My name is Filma Herita with identity number 19053085. I am from the Faculty of Economic with the Economic Education major. And this material will be explained today about the communication media in the teaching and learning, with sub-base is learning process as a communication process, type of communication, the purpose and principle of communication, and the supporting and inhibiting factors of communication. And the next, this is the two article or journal about the communication media in the teaching and the learning. The first material about the learning process as a communication process, the process of delivering certain messages from learning source, teacher, instructor, learning media, and others. The teaching and learning process is essentially a communication process. Normally, the process of delivering messages from source through a certain channel or media to the recipient of the message. The message source, channel or media, and message recipient are the component of the communication process. The messages to be communicated is the content of the teaching or upbringing in the curriculum. The source of the message can be teachers, students, other people, or book authors and media producer. The channel is an educational medium and the recipient of the message or student or teacher. Messages in the form of content of teaching and upbringing in the curriculum are poured by teacher or other source in the communication symbol, both verbal symbol or oral or written words, and non-verbal or visual symbol. And the next is type of communication. The first is oral. Verbal communication is the use of language to transfer information through speaking or sign language. It is one of the most common types, often used during presentation, video conferencing, and phone meeting and one-on-one conversation. Verbal communication is important because it is efficient. Here are some steps you can take to develop your verbal communication skill. The first, use a strong, confident speaking voice. Use active listening, avoid filler words, and be nonverbal. Nonverbal communication is the use of body language, gesture, and facial expression to convey information to others. It can be used either intentionally or unintentionally. For example, you may inadvertently smile when you hear an enjoyable idea or information. And the next is written. Written communication is the act of writing, typing or printing symbols such as letters and numbers to convey information. This is helpful because it provides a record of information for reference. Writing is usually used to share information through books, pamphlets, blogs, letters, memo, and other. And the next is visual. Visual communication is the act of using photo, art, drawings, sketches, chart, and graph to convey information. Visuals are often used as an aid during presentation to provide a helpful context in addition to written and or verbal communication. Because people have different learning style, visual communication may be more helpful for some people to consume idea and information. And the next material about the purpose and principle of communication. The purpose of communication in learning is to create a common understanding, stimulate students' thinking, take action that is in harmony with the message received by students. The first is empathy. Empathy is a human ability to themselves into a situation or condition that will be faced by others. One way is to listen and understand other people's story when they are sharing story about information. Second is audible. Audible means that it can be listened to or understood well by someone. Audible is when someone tells a story, it can guarantee that the message conveyed will be conveyed properly by the recipient. And the next is clarity. Is the clarity of the content of the message that will be conveyed so as not to cause misunderstandings and the emergence of various interpretations. Clarity can be openness or transparency when sharing information. And the next is humble. Humble is humble. This means that a humble attitude is a way to give a sense of comfort and care to someone when conducting two-way communication. And the last materi about the supporting and inhibiting factors of communication. To be effective, a condition must be met so that a message can respond or have the effect we want. This condition can be formulated as follows. The first, the message must be designed and displayed in such a way so that it can attract the attention of the communicant. The second is the message must use symbols that are aimed at the same experience between the communicator and the communicant so that they both understand. Third is the message should arouse a personal need for communication and suggest some way of meeting that need. Fourth, the message must convey a way to meet the need that is appropriate for the group situation where communication is at the time it is driven to provide a future response. In communication, some obstacles that can interfere with the delivery of message within the organization. These barriers are divided into the three namely technical barriers, semantic barriers, and behavioral barriers. First, technical factors are obstacles caused by various factors, such as the lack of necessary facility and roles in the communication process, inappropriate mastery of communication technique and methods, and physical conditions that do not allow the communication process to occur. Second, barriers are semantic. Semantic barriers are obstacles caused by error in interpreting, errors in providing an understanding of the language, word, sentence, and code used in the communication process. The three behavioral barriers are also called humanitarian barriers. These barriers are caused by various forms of attitude or behavior, but from communicator and communicant. Okay, thank you for your attention and sorry if my explanation not perfect because I am still learning. Thank you and see you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.